Welcome back. Both Bulldog basketball teams are home tonight for a doubleheader against Sioux Falls. Both Dog teams also sitting atop of the conference standings. How about Coach Schwick? He's getting his Dogs prepared for a battle. What has he got in store? Fourth quarter. Cole Hansen steps back for three. Count it. Dogs up 72-70 with under 9 to play. Tie game, under 5 to go. Maddie Thompson on the pick and roll. That's a man's jam, but UMD would need more fight and energy to keep Sioux Falls at bay. Cole Hansen fights through the defender to get the scoop and score, plus the foul. 24 and 27 minutes for Hansen, but the Bulldogs got to get a stop here. They were down 2, got a foul. They're going to be down 4, and that would do it. Brogan Madison got the layup, and the Cougars of Sioux Falls got the win, 93-89. How about the women? What could Mandy Pearson's girls put together? They haven't lost a game in conference yet. Would that change? Well, Claire Borges shot. That's good inside the arc. That'll be a 2-pointer, but it goes. 2 minutes later, Maya Morjani. Catch and shoot. Count it. She's shooting 38% from beyond the arc, and you see why right there. End of the quarter. It's the transition game. Grace counts. Going to swing the ball over to Grace, and you can count that one. Dogs lead after 1. Low-scoring affair, but the women get the win, 57-42, and remain undefeated.